It's hard to keep smiling when you're closing every door. I'm trying to open. I tell you love you more, and you say it's broken.
Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome to TennoView, episode 18. Today's guest is a friend of mine. He's been a long supporter of me on Twitch, and I'm happy to talk to him. I'm looking forward to this conversation. He streams on PS4. He's a really fun dude, really chill, really nice to hang out with. And it's a pleasure to have him in my community, so I hope you guys enjoy getting to know him a little bit better for the next 30 minutes or so. We're going to jump right into it. Get him unmuted here in the Discord and get going. Mr. Dizzle, welcome to TennoView. How are you doing today, man?
I'm doing excellent. Thank you very much for having me, man. Hello, chat.
It's a pleasure, man. It's a pleasure. So, tell chat a little bit about yourself. Let everybody know how long you've been playing Warframe and what platform and everything you play on.
Well, I'm 23 years old. I live on, well, not my own, I live with my girlfriend, but I have been streaming for the last year, so I just recently actually got into Warframe thanks to yours truly, Mr. Goku right here. Been hanging out with you since I was first found out about Probably 9000. Used to see you in chat a lot, and when I found out you had your own channel going, I of course had to get over on that one too. And after seeing this game, man, dude, I was just sank right into it. Like, I was jealous. I wanted to play it. I wanted to be in it. I wanted to get as deep into it as I used to play Destiny.
Nice. So how long have you been playing now, you think, total?
I think as of today, it says I am on 62 days.
Hey. And it's been love at first sight?
Oh my god, I have not dropped it. It's amazing. It only keeps getting better. And yeah, like I said, after watching you, I was like, I'm sold. I need to get in this game now. I need to grind it as hard as possible and get as far as I can.
Man, I'm glad you've been enjoying it. How has streaming it been for you?
Very good, actually. I mean, like I said, I'm fairly newer. Only about a year into it now, and I've had a lot of luck with it, man. I just recently broke over 1,000 followers on Twitter and 300 on Twitch.
Go, man.
So, I mean, steadily getting up there, having tons of love and support from people in the community, whether it be from my old Destiny community, now playing Warframe. I've met a bunch of new people, too, that I've grown to become friends with. Very glad about that. Love making friends with people that love the same games I do, you know?
Yeah. That's awesome, dude. I'm glad to hear that. And before Destiny, or I'm sorry, before Warframe, I guess I'm probably answering the question. What did you stream?
Yep, I was a main Destiny streamer, honestly. I was sold on that game. I played it since year one. Unfortunately, I was not alpha material, but, you know, right before the first expansion hit is about when I jumped into that, and I never put it down.
Gotcha. And, what's your favorite part about streaming?
Honestly, meeting new people. I'm very talkative. I love just hanging out with people. I love having people in my chat, whether it's asking questions, making button dick jokes, or just, you know, chilling.
What is your favorite part about Warframe?
God, there's so many. I mean, I don't want to rip on Destiny, but to me, this is the better Destiny, honestly. It has every aspect of a game that I love. It's got the grind, it's got the character building, it's got guns and melee weapons, which I have always been a fan of, you know, hack and slash games. So, you know, jumping around this planet, fucking slicing and dicing is, like, amazing to me. There's not too many games that do it so fluidly.
Yeah, that's a really good point right there. That is one of the biggest things that I like about Warframe 2 is the melee action. I mean, you can get fucking nunchucks, like...
You can get anything, that's the thing, too. Like, some games limit it to maybe, like, a sword. You got whips, you got nunchucks, you got giant swords, small swords, anything you can think of.
Dual swords,
and I know with
fucking...
Oh, yeah.
Staves, bow staffs, like, literally anything you can want.
I know with that upcoming update too, they were talking about putting in make your own weapons and shit. So I can't wait to test that out with the melees.
In the planes, you're gonna be able to make your own weapons. That's gonna be so cool.
But yeah, besides that, this is a very open world game. So much exploring and adventuring to do. I just don't think I can get enough of it, honestly.
Well, that's right on, man. What is the least favorite thing that you've either experienced or continue to experience on Twitch as a streamer?
Honestly, I'm not a big butthurt, so not too many things get to me. But I'd say honestly, just trolls to be dicks. I don't mind a funny troll. I mean, if what you said is hilarious, but slightly burns me, I'm okay with that. But if you're just hopping in to just like talk shit, not really a big fan. Don't really see what your goal is there. Maybe you need a hug.
So that's a very good point. I agree, and that's a good attitude to have, man. You definitely put off that confident vibe when I'm in there lurking in your stream. How would you describe your channel to somebody who's like, if you met someone in public and they're asking you about your stream, what would you say to them? How would you explain it?
The pieces are set.
Well, once again, being honest, it's a smaller stream, so I wouldn't say expect too much as far as like, giveaways and prizes and raffles and all that. But as far as like a channel goes, I'd say I'm a very welcome person. I allow anyone to be in here. I'm not against young people. I'm not against older people. No racism in my channel. Just like to have good times, make jokes, and let everyone have a good time watching as well. I want you to have a good time with me.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Now, okay, so that's the atmosphere that you portray. Now, when they come into your stream as far as Warframe, what kind of gameplay can they expect? Are you an endgame player? Are you a raider? Or do you just play for fun?
I'm a grinder. So if you hop into my channel, you're going to see me getting with a couple buddies, and we're just going to be power leveling through all sorts of things. But there will never be specifics because we like to switch it up. We'll be playing either just, grinding relics, maybe jump into a couple raids, or whatever the, what is that thing called for the daily?
Sortie?
The sortie. Yep, the sortie. There you go. And honestly, even if I do it once, I like to help other people get it done as well. So I'm always down to run it a couple times, even though I won't be getting anything out of it myself. I was the same way in Destiny as well. I would, I wouldn't just run my weekly raid. I'd run like 10, 15, 16 of them just to help people out. And I'd always have fun doing it too.
Right on. So you like to help people. So if somebody needs some relics cracked or farming, you're the guy to go to, right? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, hell yeah. I'm down to put in work until, either the wifey's about to ground me or I gotta go to work. That's about it.
Right on. How often do you stream?
I say 6 days a week, but sometimes it gets limited to 5 because I am a manager at my work, so they do rely on me a lot, and I'm like the guy they call in if someone's sick or we get really slammed and they just need an extra hand.
Okay.
So I'm going to go with 5 definite, but 6 on a good week.
Awesome. And is there a schedule posted on your Twitch page?
I have not put a schedule up only because the times can vary, but it is only 2 set times. I'll either be on during the day about 4 to 5 p.m. until 11 p.m., and that's Eastern time. And then if I did work, a night shift, which I don't get out until 11 p.m., then I'll be on at about midnight till I'd say 4 or 5 in the morning, depending on how tired I was from work.
Right on. And where would be the best place to keep up with the stream?
Honestly, I post everything on my Twitter. I found that to be the most useful for getting my word out, to letting people know when I'm live, and letting them know exactly when I'm about to go live. So you'll always hear from me on my Twitter. If you're following, you'll know exactly when I'm about to, be posting up, and you'll know which game I'm on.
If you could change one thing about Warframe, what would it be and why? You can't say nothing.
See, this is like a trick question, because what I'd rather the question be, if I could change one thing about the world, it'd be, could there be more hours in the day to play Warframe?
Warframe, not the Warframe.
Damn. I guess loot. And the only loot I'm talking about are Argon crystals.
Oh.
I feel it is unfair that, let's say I maybe grind out a level for the day and I get 4 or 5 of them, and I know I need them, but maybe I'm not quite at that mastery rank to build said weapon, or armor, or whatever it is. Some things are gone before I get the chance to.
It's a good answer. It's a good answer, I agree. I thought they changed it to where you just lose half of them every 24 hours now, but I'm not sure.
It might just be because I have such a low amount that I'm seeing them all gone. I think the most I've had at one time is like 3 in one day of playing. Nice. I'm jellyfish.
Long runs in the void when the void keys used to be so you might not know, but the relics that you have now used to be called void keys, and the way it would work is when you clicked on the void wasn't a planet. It didn't have nodes like the rest of the places, and they're like these tile slots, and each of there's the 5 different types of missions, or 6, I don't remember, and there was capture, sabotage, exterminate, interception, survival, defense, and then tiers 1 through 4, and you had to have the key for that, but you only needed 1 key per party. And so what you would spend...
Oh, well, that's nice.
And everything was on the void. So every mission that you did for Prime Loot was on the void. So you'd end up with a lot of Argon crystals. As far as streaming goes, is there anything you do prior to a stream to get ready?
I'm kind of always ready to do anything, guys. So honestly, I feel like my stream I hit that live button and I'm in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't really prep up. I don't need to do anything except maybe fill up my vape tank and grab a glass of water, and I'm ready to go for hours.
Right on. Right on. Now, as far as the Warframe community, what is your experience with that?
Negative or positive?
I'm asking you, what is your experience?
Well, I'd say I'm 90% have positive experiences from like every person I've met with so far. I have been invited to a clan already. I have had buddies who literally are way on game material, just spending hours with me, showing me the game, teaching me some tips and tricks that I'm not familiar with.
Awesome. And
I've also had a couple guys who were nice enough to just, trade me amazing either parts or extra armor or anything, or mods that they had, just for like some Iaton crystals and stuff like that, just because they wanted to help a guy out, which I really do appreciate.
I'm glad to hear that. That's awesome to hear. That is definitely the general consensus for me as well. I've heard it referred to as the Tenno way, and it's nice to see that you've gotten that yourself. As far as the Twitch community of Warframe, is it any different? Have you experienced any different than that?
I've actually found, as far as like a viewer to other Warframe players, they are a lot friendlier people, honestly, than some other games I've watched. I feel some people become elitist in their games, and when it comes to Warframe, they're more laid back about it. I don't know if it's just the game itself, or the atmosphere it promotes, or maybe just the fact that they run with more people, because some games are kind of solo-based.
Yeah.
So...
Is there anything that you would like to see from the Warframe community going forward? Or change, or anything like that?
The only thing I would say, and I know it's probably a small percentage of them, so I really don't want to speak on everyone's behalf.
Yeah.
But don't troll the new kids. Don't sell them crap for their starter plat and things like that, or make them trade you for things that actually are worth to them that they don't realize yet. Maybe you know what I mean.
Yeah, that definitely
I have
happens.
seen. I've seen a couple people either try it on me, or a couple kids that I've played with who are a little bit newer than me have told me their experience of it, and I'm just like, that's pretty unfortunate that someone would even attempt that when they can clearly see you're underleveled.
Yeah, there's some people like that out there for sure. Flat hungry.
But once again, not speaking for the whole Warframe community.
There's always
Just,
a
I know
small
there's some.
percentage that are gonna ruin the roost. You know what I mean? As far as your stream goes, what are you hoping for going forward? Like, what do you see your channel? What direction do you see it going?
I'd love it to keep growing the way it has been. I'm in no rush. I have the rest of my life is the way I see it. I've always been a diehard video game player, so I don't see myself, falling off that wagon anytime soon.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just going to keep on doing what I've been doing, giving people support, trying to make new friends, showing people around games that I've played, and hopefully they can show me around games that they're playing that I have no problem saying that they're better than me at. You know what I mean?
Sounds good. Do you have any plans in the future to play any other games besides Warframe?
I am a multi-game streamer.
Okay.
But I feel the way it really works is some games steal me, such as Warframe and Destiny. I already know, I can tell by their vibes that I'll always be playing these games.
Mm-hmm.
But I do have my guilty pleasures. For example, I am a diehard Kingdom Hearts fan and Final Fantasy fan.
Ooh.
So whenever those games come out, best believe I will put this game or whatever game I'm currently playing down for a bit, try to get as far as I can and beat that game, and usually by the time I feel adequate with my completion of that storyline or whatever is available in that game, I usually hop back to my true natures.
So when you say Final Fantasy, you're looking forward to 7 Remake?
Oh my god, I need new pants right now.
Yeah, I'm really excited for that too. Because I'm not one of those players that remembers it. Like, I played it, but I don't remember it. So I'm looking forward to playing it again.
Yeah, that's honestly how I feel about the 12 remake that just came out for Zodiac Age for Final Fantasy. I think it's a PS4 exclusive. I could be wrong on that.
I think you're right.
But I played that game when I think I was 13 or 14, and I know I beat it. I know I had every weapon and everything, but replaying it now is just like, oh my god, there's so much I've forgotten and so much I loved about this game.
Yeah.
It's just really great that they bring classics back like that.
That's how I feel about Kingdom Hearts too. It's in the same category. Like, I know I played the shit out of Kingdom Hearts. I beat the game over and over. Not over and over, but I beat it to the best as I could. Because, I didn't have online play back then. It was a different story with playing games. You played by yourself, or you had friends over.
Oh, bro.
And I would just play that game all the time. I remember the Keyblades and all of that, but I don't remember the story. And so I'm looking forward to reliving that. And I look forward to jumping in and watching you experience that too, man.
Well, thank you. I am such a Kingdom Hearts fan, man, that I spent a brief period of my life where I lived with a roommate, and I had the upstairs, he had the downstairs. And this kid counted, I beat Kingdom Hearts 2 98 times. Jesus. And I mean consecutively. He said I would beat it, I'd watch the end credit, and literally just immediately delete a file and start it over. You know what I mean?
That's...
And I never got bored.
Well, I guess if you count Halo and stuff, but 98 times in a row, that's insane. GG,
it's one of my favorite absolute games. The story, the Final Fantasy touch to it, but also I've been a diehard Disney fan my whole life too. I'm not even scared to admit it. So it was just when that game came out, man, I was like, they reached into my brain. And they were like, this is what he wanted.
Yeah, I'm excited for Kingdom Hearts 3 to have Marvel and Star Wars in it.
Did you see the new release video they just put out with Toy Story Incorporated?
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome too.
It's literally like Pixar made that. Like, that looks so clean.
Sure does, absolutely. Are there any other games, the art remakes that you're looking forward to?
I am very excited for the new God of War that is coming out. I've always been a fan of that storyline. I think the only one I didn't play was, I think it was a PSP release, something like that.
PSP release?
I think so. I don't remember what it was. It was definitely not one of the main consoles for PlayStation, because I had watched like videos on it, but I know I didn't play it ever, and I feel if it came out for PlayStation, I definitely would have picked it up.
God of War had the 3 main titles and I think 2 subtitles on the PSP. You're right.
Yeah, so those would be the only ones I'm not 100% familiar with, but from what I've heard, not too important to the story. Kind of like with going back to Kingdom Hearts, how they did the like Game Boy release and things like that.
Yeah.
They weren't too important if you didn't play them.
Right, great answers, dude. Great answers. Back to Warframe. I didn't ask you the most important question. What's your favorite Warframe?
I'm going to be biased here. I saw you play with Frost before.
Oh,
I swear I fell in love with it just watching it. And ever since I picked one up, it is my absolute favorite Warframe. Like, I know there are other powerhouses out there, but I know every Warframe's a little different and has their own personal flair of what they're supposed to do. But Frost just feels really well balanced to me. I mean, the fact that I can, drop a bubble to support my allies or cover the base that we're protecting, along with the nasty avalanche I can drop on all the enemies to slow them down, it just feels right.
that's good, man. Did you get the Frost Prime with Prime?
Yes, I did. So thank you very much for that.
You're welcome. Let's see. Where am I here? Do you have any influencers on Twitch that you look up to or go to for advice?
I don't know if I'd say go for advice as much, because, I know it might sound stupid, but I hate stealing another player's swag, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
A streamer is his own person, and I feel they should develop their own channel in a way that, adheres to their personality. Now, as far as advice maybe on like the technical aspects of it, I've definitely asked a couple streamers, but people I look up to, man, you're definitely number one. My second person, I'm seriously not kidding, man. I love your attitude when you stream. You're very helpful, you're very friendly, you just are always positive, and even if something does bother you, you're not like a rager. You're never salty about it. You just kind of, call it out, nip it in the bud. That's how it should be.
Have you seen me play Destiny?
Hey, rage at the game is one thing, but I'm talking about I'm talking to like viewers. If someone maybe said something that was inappropriate or just gone too far.
Well, I appreciate that.
And I've seen a couple streamers who I don't like how they maybe handled their situation. Not to say that they were in the wrong for getting mad, but
how they handled
I just feel, it could have went a little differently, where I'm not looking at you going, ooh, I really hope I never say something like that, which I don't think I would, but you went savage.
I think of a couple people like that off the top of my head, so that makes sense. So
another guy, I don't know if anyone's heard of him, but ZG Photo. He is a Destiny streamer. Yeah, he is a very calm and collected kid as well. I shouldn't say kid, he's older than me. But very good times, very good vibes, super helpful guy, loves his community, loves to, invite people into play and help people out. That's just kind of what my goal is, I feel. I don't want to feel like I'm a king in a chair and everyone's just praising me. I want people to feel like I'm their buddy and I'm going to help them out and answer their questions no matter what it is,
Yeah, Same, dude. It's a good attitude. I like that attitude a lot. What made you want to stream in the first place?
I think after watching Twitch for a while and just seeing a couple channels grow and how, I guess, family it felt. Like, honestly, it's the best description. Like, you'd see the same people every day. And I mean, it doesn't matter if I don't see your face. Just, you could feel a person's vibe. You could see if they're, like, really there for the stream or not. And you just make buddies. I mean, yeah, I guess one example of that would be, like, Lars in your channel. I feel like when I talk with that guy, I feel like he's one of my bros now. You know what I mean? Like, someone I can definitely chat with. Hop into his channel one day, be able to talk to him and just have good times, and that's just like my goal, man. I love making friends, love people.
That's good, man. I'm glad that you found an outlet with that in Twitch. What do you think is the hardest part about streaming?
For me personally, I guess it's being attentive to my viewers, because I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I get selfish in the game I'm playing, so I might do something that I know not too many people want to watch, and I guess you could call it selling out when you do adhere only to your viewers, which in a sense is what some people love to do, just make sure that their viewers are happy, then maybe play on their personal time. But like I said, I'm not going to lie to myself. I know if I want to do something, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to feel comfortable doing it. So I hope no one holds it against me, you know?
Yeah. I understand that, dude. Sometimes when I get on the game, like on Warframe, I just want to do like this. My PS4 days, really, I'm leaning on you guys. You're helping me do what I need to do, and so it's kind of a little bit of a role reversal compared to Xbox and PC. But I also have a lot of, like, some of the most fun I have is just because, well, one, I'm new on PS4, so it's all that new shit to get, but it's, you know, I don't have to be the savior. I don't have to be the guy carrying. I can just chill and play with you guys. And not that I mind doing that, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to say that I mind doing that, but all the time, it's like sometimes I want to do what I want to do. So I understand that. What's your favorite kind of food? Random question. Give me a random question.
Hispanic food, man.
What's for dinner? Man, I'm excited.
Dude, I'm so fucking jealous. Alright, here's my little backstory on that. I am actually Puerto Rican, and I was born and raised in Puerto Rico. So, the horrible part about it is I only got to live there till I was 5 years old. And I would only spend where everyone else, you know, had summer vacation and, you know, was, you know, goofing off for 2.5 months. I was actually sent back to the motherland and spending family time all my summer vacations. And the main highlight of that was just getting to eat 100% Puerto Rican, my grandma's made fucking food, and then it was ripped away from me for 10 months, you know what I mean? And the saddest part about it is my mother's 100% as well, and she fucking hates the food, dude.
Damn.
So my whole life, she's always been one of those cookbook moms, like, I'm making Italian tonight, I'm making Polish tonight, I'm making this tonight, and it was always just like, no, stick to your roots, please. So up until about the time I moved out was when I was able to start, you know, buying my own cuisine and buying out from other places that I was wanting to go, not where she wanted to go. So I've definitely grown a huge craving for Hispanic food. I probably go get it once a week, and I mean, I gorge on the shit.
What's your favorite item?
Have you heard of pastelillos?
No, what's that?
They are a Puerto Rican taco, I guess.
Okay.
They take a plantain shell, which almost looks like a soft shell, but it's like orange in color. And you can load this thing with anything you could think of. I mean, from PB&J to straight chicken, beef, anything like that. Potatoes, carrots, whatever. And you literally fold that thing in half. You take a fork and you press each side of it, like so it's nice and crimped. And then you deep fry that motherfucker.
Oh.
And dude, them things are amazing.
Why did you not finish the sequence you started?
Oh, sorry, I was reading the quest on accident. Is
What is it talking about, Lotus?
where am I on my list? You got me distracted. That was such a good answer. Now all I can think about is fucking burritos.
I do love burritos as well, but
I think that's the end of the questions I have specifically. If there's any questions from chat, now's the time to ask them, guys. If you need any clarification or you just want to ask Dizzle something yourself, this is the time for you, Dizzle, while we wait for chat to chime in. Is there any question you have for me as a streamer, as a friend, or just some overall statement you want to make, an announcement that you might have for your stream or anything like that?
My only thing I have to say to you would be, you seriously are like godly when it comes to supporting and keeping up, and I just need to know how to get there, man. I don't know if maybe it's just time or what it is, but you're everywhere.
Oh,
you're like,
you're talking about how
you are like you are like everyone's shadow, you know what I mean? But it's in a good way. I don't mean a negative.
No, I know what you mean.
But I see you in so many streams. I see you post on so many people's behalf. I see you talking about other people, and it's just like, seriously, amazing. Makes me feel humbled to be like, wow, there's a guy who actually cares. He's not just bandwagoning. He is totally there for those people.
Yeah, well, that's the key right there. Is you care. You have the right mentality that you're there for a pure reason, you know, because you truly enjoy someone's entertainment or them as a person, and you want to support them. Like, I don't know, I've said it a few times, but the reason I do that kind of stuff is because I want people to enjoy their experience on Twitch. And especially for smaller guys, I remember what it was like when I started and I didn't have anybody. Like, I didn't have anybody to talk to. I was just streaming for myself because I enjoyed it. And, you know, every once in a while my friends from Xbox would jump in to watch what I'm doing, but I'd be just talking to them in the Xbox party. So it wasn't like I had a chat going or anything. And I didn't like that feeling. I remember the feeling of having the first person I didn't know. I still know who it is. His name's Will Walsh. I haven't seen him in forever, but he came into my chat and he lurked for about a week before he said a word. And then one day he was just like, hey man, what's up? And that first, like, oh shit, hey dude, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Like, you know, like that first, like, having someone to talk to is a big thing. Like, if you don't get that on Twitch, you're missing out. And I want everybody to feel that. So even if it's me and I'm just in there lurking, and I might be your only viewer, but at least you got someone. You know, at least you're one, not 0 or 2, and not 1. You know, that's the way I look at it. And the way I do it, honestly, dude, is after I'm done streaming, I get on the computer, I open up my follower tab, and I pop open about 15 or 20 different tabs, and I spend about 10 or 15 minutes at each one and leave alert. And then I just float around everyone listening in to them randomly, and like I'll find somewhere to just to park my ass and listen while I play.
The sequence not complete.
And that's it. And as far as keeping up with people, it gets harder the more people you try to do, but it doesn't take much, dude. A tweet, a like, a retweet, like, it's all about just showing my appreciation for those people.
Well, I guess then you kind of answered my question, because if it's down to that, I definitely do support. I mean, I am an avid retweeter. I love to post on people's behalf. I love to give shout-outs. I do my weekly shout-outs where I call out every single person I know and love who's either helped me, I watched their stream, or, you know, they're just a good friend on Twitch. And I mean, the only thing I feel guilty of is, I guess I shouldn't, it's pretty stupid, but maybe I'll, like, really be watching someone's stream, and, you know, that one guy goes off, and I'm like, oh, I want to jump in his stream. But I feel committed because I'm in this one right now, you know what I mean? So I don't leave, and I might, finally, by the time, you know, that person gets off, now they're already off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I kind of feel like I missed out.
So that's why I check in. I just say, hey, what's up? I have a 5 or 10 minute conversation real quick, because chats are moving. And if the conversation draws me in, then I keep going. But if it's just like, I'm doing good, thanks for coming in, blah blah blah, then I just hang out, and chime in every once in a while. Another thing that I like to do that's hard, but I search the directory. I learned it from Destiny. I open up the Waframe directory, I scroll to the bottom, and I just pop in and out of chats from down there for about an hour a night, trying to find a new streamer to check out, to show a little love, to welcome to the Waframe community. It's just all about networking and inclusivity and wanting everybody to be a part of something, and not just out there on the whims of Twitch by yourself. Because, I'm super excited for TwitchCon because of all the people I've met by doing that. Like, I wouldn't have met half the amazing people that I do if I didn't put in that effort. And that's part of it for me, too. That's my selfishness of it, is I want to meet new friends. I don't really care about if they ever come to my stream, if they ever follow or anything like that. I just want to meet new friends. So, that's just how that works. We did have a couple questions from chat. If there's anything else, did you have anything else you wanted to ask or clarify, dude, or talk about?
No, fire away. Sorry, chat, for
no, dude, don't apologize.
drifting off.
That's the way it goes. I think we had a couple, but we're almost out of time, so we're gonna fire through these, okay? So let's see. If you could co-stream with anyone, who would you want to do it with, and why?
Co-stream as far as like literally same channel,
Streaming
or
at the same
like
time,
just
and have like a multi-up when you guys are playing together.
Oh, I'm not gonna say anyone specific, only because I've done it with a couple people. Whether it's my one boy, actually ZG, like I just mentioned.
If there was a streamer that you felt like not someone you don't know, like personally, that you would want to do a co-stream with and think it might be fun and get to know them on a more different level. Do you know what I mean?
That is a good one. I don't think I have anyone specifically, to be honest with you, that I've personally thought like, it might be fun to stream with him, that I don't know.
Let's see. Do you have any pets?
Yes.
What do you have?
I have a miniature lab. Yeah, it sounds weird, but she's literally like, how a person can be a midget?
Yeah.
She has that.
Oh, she's a dwarf.
Yeah, like literally, yeah. She just is. She's 3 years old, and she weighs 40 pounds and looks like a puppy. Like, everyone says it all the time. Oh, how cute. When like a couple months ago? No. Had it for 3 years, and she's a little shit. She will not get any bigger. But it's kind of cool, actually. I mean, I was surprised by it. I feel it was karma, because the story with the dog went, I was going to get a Rottweiler, and then my girlfriend already had a Rottweiler, and it actually passed away, so she was on the sensitive side to that.
Yeah.
Felt like it would be like a replacement, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand that.
So then she goes for, the Pomeranian, and I am like, I'm sorry, I don't want to step on my dog, I'm a big guy. So we found a common ground with the lab, but like I said, there goes karma for you. So the lab ended up being tiny.
Bubble up around the point. Thank you. Alright, so we are out of time. That was a great interview, dude. Thank you so much. We're gonna finish up this mission
for having me
afterwards, but I didn't open up the thing, so I don't have a random question for you today, but I got one on my head. I'm gonna bring you one, okay? Are you ready?
All right.
What is your favorite planet in the solar system, and why?
I think I'm gonna go with Lua. No, is that what it's called?
No.
The moon?
An actual planet, not in Warframe.
Ooh. Oh, not in Warframe. All right. Then we're going with Saturn
Saturn. Why?
because it's got rings.
There you go. All right. Well, dude, thank you so much for joining me for this episode of TennoView. I really appreciate you, and I hope that you see some growth and meet some new friends from this. You guys watching, thank you so much for being an active chat. You guys are awesome. You almost got me to crack. Maybe next time. If you guys want to follow Dizzle, hit ! guest. Get on his Twitter. Get on his Twitch. Go say hi to him. Become part of his family. We'll all grow together and make this an awesome place to hang out together. If you guys are watching on YouTube, holy shit, we just got condition overload. Alright, sorry. That, I'm going to have to show that to Zopney. I'm going to record that clip, actually. So, anyway, this is what happens when we record live. You guys, that was the end of the episode. Dizzle, I'm going to turn up the music, and you're going to say an extra. Say goodbye, everybody, and thank them for watching.
Thank you all for having me, guys. Seriously, appreciate you, Goku, for putting me on here.
Yo, dude, it's my pleasure. I had a blast.
How could this happen?